Hey, what's up guys? It's Baibu here and welcome back to Tilt Your Chair Back. This will be episode 2 and today we're going to talk about burnout. According to the American Psychological Association, burnout can be referred to as the physical, emotional, or mental exhaustion accompanied by decreased motivation, lowered performance, and negative attitudes towards oneself and others. It results from performing at a high level until stress and tension, especially from extreme and prolonged physical or mental exertion. I don't know about you guys, but I personally have been feeling really burnt out recently. Like I stated in the first episode, with Christmas being around the corner, a lot of things are just heavily weighing down on me right now. And I would just like to talk to you guys through my process of how I deal with this and how maybe I can help you deal with it. And if you have any sort of burnout stories or ways that help you, please let me know in the comments. I'm sure it's going to help somebody that clicks on this video. That being said, the first episode of Tilt Your Chair Back was the best video that I have ever had with people who aren't subscribed to me, so thank you guys for that. And I hope those who are returning really enjoyed this episode, and I hope that anybody that's new here also enjoys that. Something that's been weighing me down a lot recently is for us college students, it's finals week. A lot of us are getting hit pretty hard. And with me being a teacher or a teacher candidate, shall I say, I've been having to do a lot of things, and a lot of my assignments have been taking upwards of 4 hours each, as well as training for my sport, which is track and field. My body's pretty beat up right now, so my recovery process and my overall rest just hasn't really been clicking as well as it should, and that's probably why I'm feeling a little bit burnt out in general. Whenever I get the chance, I've been going and shooting some basketball, actually. One of the biggest means for me to get out of a rut like this is to be physically active, which I know is pretty conflicting considering my training has been kind of bringing me down. But being able to just get away from everything, maybe put my earbuds in and listen to some music while I do something is a really good way for me. I find myself during these times listening to more of nostalgic music, music that I grew up listening to, something that my mom or my dad would play on the radio whenever we were driving somewhere. Something that's been on my shuffle a lot recently has been Daughtry, if you guys know who Daughtry is, and a song called Supernatural has really been playing a lot recently, and that's actually been my pre-workout song. I've been putting that on before going into my weightlifting sessions, and it's actually helped me a lot wake up a little bit and just get ready to be socially active. To me, one of the most important things about getting out of this burnout rut is just recharging and recharging your social battery. A lot of the times that you're experiencing burnout, it's because you're just putting yourself into situations where you're just constantly exerting energy in different ways. And being social actually can be a really big hitter against your energy level. And a lot of people are different. Some people may use social activity to get out of their burnout, but for a good majority of us, social activity is what's going to put us down a little bit more, even if we don't mean it to. So for me, I am the leader of a classroom, and I'm also a senior on my track team, so I'm a pretty social person. So just about any opportunity that I can get to myself is an opportunity to recharge. And that's where my video games come in, or watching movies come in. It's an opportunity for me to just sit back and turn my brain off and just let my body rest. I spoke to a therapist recently and asked them about this because I wanted this video to be a little bit more informed. And they said anything that you can do to take your mind off of what's stressing you is going to be one of the best things that you can do for something like this. And word for word, she even said that video games have become one of the best things for therapy recently. Except for the people that take it a little too seriously and get stressed out by them, like I know some of us are. And she told me to try to allocate at least an hour or two a day of just being able to turn my brain off on a video game. And that's why you guys are seeing Skyrim in the background, is because whenever I am really feeling just completely burnt out, I start a new character on Skyrim. I know the game like the back of my hand, and it's something that I don't have to think about whenever I'm playing. There's no thought behind it. I'm able to just press W and just keep moving forward. So let's say that social activity hasn't been your problem, and you want to reach out to somebody and ask for help. Please, please do it. In the next episode of Tilt Your Chair Back, we're going to talk about loss and how I lost somebody because they had probably nobody to talk to. I'm not going to get into it right now because that's a topic for next week, but I can almost guarantee you that anybody around you would rather talk to you about your problems than have to read a new obituary. And I really do apologize for getting grim right there, so I will probably put a warning on the screen right there if that's not a topic that you like to hear about. But it is a very genuine concern. when it comes to burnout. If you look up college-age students and their causes of death, suicide is the #1 cause of death. Random plug, but I will put a link in the description for it. But every penny that I could possibly make on Tilt Your Chair Back, if I even make money from it, will go towards the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention for this reason. So I would say my best means of dealing with your burnout is just giving yourself an opportunity to turn your brain off and do something that you truly enjoy. Whether it's watching a movie, TV shows, playing video games, going outside, maybe going fishing, maybe having just a beer by yourself on your porch. Do it. Don't hesitate to do it. Burnout is always going to come back. It's always going to be there, but you're going to be able to fight it off and get over it for at least a short period of time. Even if it's just a week where you don't feel stressed, that week is going to be very blissful, and it's going to make you even more mentally strong. I love you. Somebody out there loves you, and I'm religious. God loves you. Even if you don't believe in him, we can have that difference. It doesn't matter. You're loved. You will make it through this. I promise you. Be sure to drink your water. Get about a gallon every day. Try to make the body feel good. Get a good diet if you can. If you have any stories that you want to talk about with burnout, depression, anything like that, please leave it in the comments. I do read all 2 of them that get posted, so I will respond to them, and maybe I can even make like a short or just another video responding to Tilt Your Chair Back comments. Just to bounce off my last few sentences that I was just talking about and to wrap up this video, I'm praying for you guys. I hope you guys pray for me. We all need it. I hope you're able to give your family a good Christmas, even if you're not a parent. If you're still just a son or a daughter, I hope you're able to give your family just a good time. Your presence is more than a gift to them, and I'm glad you're here. They're glad you're here, and God's glad you're here. He put you here for a reason. So I think I'm going to wrap up this episode here because next week's episode is probably going to be a little bit of a long one. We're talking about loss of life, loss of a friend, a family member. It's going to be a pretty hard topic, so if it's not your shtick, please do not watch it. It's going to be a little bit depressing, but we're going to talk about how I've gotten through those things and how maybe you can get through those things once again. Like I said earlier, if you have anything that you need to say about depression or anything like that, please leave it in the comments below. I will respond to them. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me, you guys. Remember, drink your water. Tell people you love them. If you have nobody to love, just remember that God loves you. You're here for a reason. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. I'll see you guys.